Welcome to our April edition of the Executive Corner. My name is Brian Stager and I am proud to be the Scout Executive of the Baltimore Area Council. Earlier today I was walking down our hallway and a phone rang and I listened to one of our staff members answer the telephone. And almost the first thing that came out of their mouth was, "How can I help you?" That's what we're here for. How can we help you and how can you help us with scouting? I had several parents and leaders ask me that question in the last few weeks. What can we do to help the Boy Scouts? I'll get back to that in just a minute, but let's talk about some of the exciting things that are happening in Central Maryland for our Scouts. Cub Scout Day Camp is coming. 3,000 of our young people turn out every year for Cub Scout Day Camp, 5 days of crafts, games, and meeting new friends. It's so much fun. We're hoping we have a record year this year because it looks like we're ahead of our pace as we've been in past years, and we've had pretty good attendance. Our Boy Scouts are gearing up for summer camp at Broad Creek. Our Cub Scouts are gearing up for resident camp, and we don't want you to miss an opportunity to enjoy the great outdoors and to be a part of scouting when it's at its best, when scouting is outing. So we're going to recognize our volunteers at the annual recognition banquet set for Thursday evening, April 27th. We honor one volunteer, we honor all volunteers, and I hope you'll make that an evening to come out and help us to recognize our Silver Beavers, a group of special adults for their contributions to scouting, and to be with us prior to that for the endowment reception where we'll bring in a couple of new members into our endowment society and thank them for their gift of perpetuity that will help this council through the next 100 years. We have a Friends of Scouting reception set on April the 20th at Navy Marine Corps Stadium, where we're going to have our special guest Ed Byers. He's a Medal of Honor recipient and Eagle Scout, and he'll be sharing some keynote remarks with us that evening. Our annual Distinguished Citizen Dinner is May 10th. Our honoree this year is Eagle Scout Jack Thayer, who's the Senior Vice President, Executive Vice President, and the CFO for Exelon. You won't want to miss that event. We hope you'll be able to participate. On a couple of serious notes, people thought this was a April Fool's prank when we announced that tour permits and activity plans were no longer required, but it's not. You no longer have to turn those in for what you're doing with your young people. So I wanted to reiterate that as well. Also, one more thing that was kind of special to me. I remember the days when I played Little League Baseball and when I was a scout, and if you didn't win, you didn't get a trophy. But all of us not only got a baseball, but we got a baseball that we shared with our teammates and we had it signed. Baseball is a special part of growing up for a lot of young people. It's a special part of life around here with Orioles fans, and we have an opportunity for you to attend an Orioles game. A lot of our young people don't get a chance to go much. We've got tickets down to $12 a piece. Our scout game with the Orioles is May the 20th. That's also Armed Forces Day. We hope you'll plan on being with us that day. There is a special limited edition Maryland script jersey that every fan, you young, the adults, parents, mom, dad, sisters, and brothers, but everyone who participates that day will get one of these special jerseys, and I think it'll be a wonderful keepsake and a great memory for you and your family to participate. You can find out more about that game by logging on to our website. But for you golfers, and the weather is certainly right for golfing, we have our annual charitable golf tournament set for May 15th. That's the Monday after Mother's Day at the Country Club of Maryland. Now lastly, how can you help? Please tell us how we can help you, but I've had people ask me how they can help, and I will tell you there's no better advertising than word of mouth. We would like to ask you to help spread the good news of scouting, to talk to your friends about their young children being involved in our program. I'm so impressed with the way our parents support not only their own children in the program, but they also support and encourage the friends of their children. We want to have more and more young people in scouting, and it will be very helpful if you could talk about the things that you do in scouting and encourage your friends and the children of your friends to be a part of our program. That's all for April. I look forward to speaking to you in May. Until then, good scouting. Play ball.